Good evening, students. Today I am discuss the sine bar. Actually, the sine bar is used to conjunction with the slip gauges blocks for precise angular measurement. A sine bar is used either to measure an angle very accurately or face locate any work to given angle. The sine bar made from high chromium corrosion resistant steel and is hardened precision ground and stabilized. Show the figure of sine bar. The cylinder of equal diameter are placed at the end of the bar. The axes of these two cylinders are mutually parallel to each other and are also parallel to and at equal distance from the taper surface of the sine bar. Accuracy up to 0.01 millimeter of length of the sine bar can be obtained. A sine bar is generally used with the slip gauges blocks. The sine bar forms the hypotenuse of a right triangle while the slip gauges blocks from the opposite sides. The height of the slip gauges block is found by multiplying the sine of the desired angle by the length of the sine bar. H is equals to L product sine theta. For example, to find the gauge block height for a 13 inches angle 13-degree angle with 5.000 inches sine bar, multiply with the sine 30 degree by 5, here h is equals to 5 inches product sine 13 degree. Slip gauges block stacked to a height of 1.124 inches would then be used to evaluate the sine bar to the desired angle of 13 degree. The sine bar principles. The application of trigonometry applies to the sine bar uses. A surface plate, sine bar and slip gauges are used for the precise formation of an angle. It's possible to set up any angle theta by using the standard length of side AB and calculating the height of side BC using BC is equals to AB product sine theta. The angle theta is given, theta is equals to A sine BC oblique AB as shown in figure. Figure 1 shows a typical sine bar set up on a surface plate with the slip gauges block of required height BC to form a desired angle theta. Show the figure of sine bar forming an angle with the sine bar and gauge block. Now what is ringing? The term ringing refers to a condition to intimate and complete contact by tight adhesion between measuring faces. Ringing is done by hand by sliding and twisting motion. One gauge is placed perpendicular to other using standard gauging pressure. Then a rotary motion is applied until the blocks are lined up. In this way, the air is expelled from between the gauges faces, causing the blocks to adhere. This adherence is caused partially by molecular attraction and partially by atmospheric pressure. Similarly, for separating slip gauges, a combined sliding and twisting motion should be used. To set an angle on any sine bar, you must first determine the center distance of the sine bar. The angle you wish to set and whether the angle is in degrees, minutes, seconds or decimal degrees. The next enter that information in the appropriate inputs area below. Use a decimal point for separator whether the angle is in degree, minutes, seconds or decimal degree. Hit the calculate button and then assemble a stack of gauge blocks to equal the size that is returned. The unit of the stack will match the unit of the center distance. If you enter the center distance as 5 or 5 inches, the sign plates, the gauge block stack will also be the inches. The place these slip gauges block under the gauge block, roll the sign devices and desired angle is set. Tighten the locking mechanism on those devices that have one and you are ready to go. Use the formula where G is equals to C sin A. If you just want to set an angle with the sign bar and stack of blocks, then take the sign of the desired angle on your calculator and multiply the result by the distance between the center of the cylinder in the sign bar. Assemble a stack of blocks equal to this value and put it under one of the cylinder. Sign bar setup calculation. To calculate the gauge blocks height needed to set up a sign bar to a specific angle, all you have to do is take the sign of angle and multiply it by the sign bar length. The length of the sign bar is distance between the center of the sign bar gauge pins. For example, let us discuss the one problem. Setup is 5.0 sign bar on a sign plates at 30 degree. Sin 30 degree is equals to itna, how much? Sin 30 is equals to 0.5 and 0.5 into 5 inches is equals to 2.5 inches. The round of 2.5 inches to 4 decimal place is 2.50000 inches. Gauge block height. Common angle and the height for 5 inches sign bar. The simplest type consists of a lapped steel bar at each end of which is attached an accurate cylinder. The axis of the cylinder being mutually parallel and parallel to the upper surface of the bar. In the advanced type, some holes are drilled in the body of the bar to reduce the weight and facilitate handling. Sign center. A special type of sign bar in sign center which is used for conical objects having male and female parts. It cannot measure the angle more than 45 degrees. A sign table is a large and wide sign bar typically equipped with the mechanism for locking it in place after positioning, which is used to hold the workpiece during operation. Compound sign table. It is used to measure the compound angle of large workpiece. In this case, the two sign tables are mounted on one over the other at right angles. The table can be twisted to get the required alignment. Now we will discuss the sign bar uses. To measure the known angle or locate any work to a given angle. Always use a perfectly flat and clean surface plate. Place one roller on the other surface plate and other roller on the slip gauge block stack of height h. Let the sine bar be set to an angle theta. Sine theta is equals to h by L, where L is the distance between the centers. Thus, knowing theta, h can be calculated and any work can be set out at this angle, as the top face of the sine bar is inclined at an angle theta to the surface plate. For better result, both the roller must place on the slip gauge block of height h and h1 and h2 respectively. Okay, thank you.